All those come through whenever we ask them to. What he did last year was pledge 20 million shillings towards the vocational award winners. These are people who use their vocations to serve as OBDT.
At the same event, Deborah Itoa recognized outstanding Rotarians with certificates of appreciation for their service and commitment to community work. Rebecca Natongo, Susan Nabgude for UBC News.
And in the area of ICT, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of ICT, Dr. Amina Zawede, has reaffirmed government commitment in advancing technology using artificial intelligence. She was presiding over the launch of the Uganda Institute of Information and Communications Technology.
The Uganda Institute of Information and Communication Technology has launched its strategic plan for the financial year 2026-2030 based on 3 pillars of strengthening digital skilling and ICT consultancy, research and innovation, and enhanced institution operations. The Permanent Secretary, Dr. Amina Zawede, represented by Amos Mpungu, the Principal ICT Officer at the Ministry. Dr. Amina says government is prioritizing accelerated growth through the ATMs.
It is within this context that the role of UICT becomes extremely important. That's agriculture, tourism, minerals, oil and gas, plus the other social services which include education, health, public administration, financial services, as well as the private sector.
He advised the Institute to ensure that its programs contribute directly to increasing digital literacy, supporting e-government and building cybersecurity capacity.
The Institute should support digital pedagogy, ICT training for teachers and instructors, such that they can also be able to deliver with ICT tools, e-learning capacity, assistive technologies, education technology innovation, digital content development, and applied research that improves learning outcomes.
The principal of the Uganda Institute of Information and Communication Technology, Dr. Frederick Chitogo, pledged institutions' commitment towards achieving the targets in the 2026-2030 strategic plan.
The true measure of these documents will not be in their publication, but in the transformation they bring to our institution, as well as to our learners, our partners, and the nation at large. As management, we commit ourselves to translating the aspirations contained in the strategic plan into measurable outcomes and upholding the commitments contained.
I wish to assure all our stakeholders that Council remains fully committed to providing strategic oversight to ensure faithful implementation of these important frameworks.
Presenting the plan, the Deputy Principal, Dr. Irene Chiimba, highlighted the major targets by 2030.
Improved graduate employability, strong public and private sector digital transformation with the requisite skills, market-relevant ICT talent, and etc.
I pray that this
Now, schools in Luweero Town Council and Bombo Town Council in Luweero District have fully complied with the government's Ebola standard operating procedures to ensure that all learners within the environment remain safe from contracting the Ebola virus. The findings in the schools visited by UBC TV in the 5th week of learning indicate that all schools in the 2 visited town councils are very actively using water, sanitizers, soap and temperature guns at the main.
Taking back our students back to school. Now, how are they going to be? Are they going to be safe? And for them, they were expecting a quarantine from the government.
Our school administration implemented a sanitizer on the gate, so as you come in, you sanitize.
We have ensured that we follow the SOPs. As health workers here, as we are working, we ensure we are on masks, and after working on every client, we make sure we sanitize. And also, we make sure that when we are serving our students here drugs, we make sure that we avoid congestion.
Luweero, as a secondary school, They have put all the SOPs in place, and we have been following them accordingly. So starting from the gate, we put all the operating procedures. We have the water facilities, we have the sanitizers, so that when our visitors come in, when our students are reporting early morning in school for school, they always sanitize and wash hands.
Some of those ones that we have put in place, we have acquired the temperature gun. We have put in place the washing facilities, the hand wash facilities, at least at every corner of the school. And whenever the learners are in place, either in school and they go to any part of the school, there is at least somewhere where they can wash their hands from. Then, for our visitors who come to school, we have acquired the temperature guns at the gate, and this one not only for the visitors but also for the learners.
Our role as an academic institution is to comply, so we complied, and we are working in compliance with all the SOPs. But regarding the reporting back of learners, somehow it has been affected because parents, I think, still had that background of the pandemic of COVID, that they thought that this Ebola would equally take the same weight.
We have tried to maintain the SOPs. We have displayed the posters. Posters are everywhere to sensitize our support staff and the staff at large. So we have a hope that if we maintain the standards, we maintain the SOPs within our institution, we can do away with Ebola in Abusha Junior School. And I also urge my fellow education that we should abide by the Ministry of Health. We put the SOPs in place. We make sure we don't interact much with others so that we avoid this virus.
The Uganda Library and Information Association has asked government to enact an Act of Parliament to recognize their field as science. The association has been in place since the early 70s, but they claim that they are taken as casual support staff, yet they are very crucial.
Those who are in... So we shall be making 2 years this year, November. For the last 2 years, we've been able to meet a number of groups. For example, we've engaged the Ministry of Education to see if we can be able to get to review the National Library Act to incorporate a clause that legalizes library and information professionals. So we really need to work with Ministry of Education, and we call upon the Ministry of Education, technical staff, the permanent secretary and the commissioners to review the National Library Act so that we add a clause that legalizes library and information professionals, which is similar to other professional organizations like the doctors, the lawyers, the engineers, so that they are given a space through which we can be able to promote best practices. We can promote ethical dissemination of information, ethical use of information.
We are going to be looking at the digital transformations and how libraries are positioned to meet the needs and the requirements of the competence-based education and training in the country. And I believe we are getting ready, and the libraries in Uganda are being empowered to do so. We are conducting trainings time and again, and this year's conference is one of such a platform.
Just knowing somebody and you place that person there. whereas many people outside there are looking for jobs. Our humble request to the government is the upgrade our scale to the scale which we must be having, because we are under sciences.
Ugandans have been urged to plant more trees in order to conserve the environment. This was during the installation of the Lion and Leo Club presidents in Kampala yesterday.
I'm supporting my club.
Is one of the most charismatic animals that sit on top of the food chain, and therefore have a lot in common, because essentially we look after lions in the country, and every tourist who comes here would like to see a lion in the wild. And dissecting the quest further, I looked at an opportunity to have synergies and partnerships between the Uganda Wildlife Authority and the Lions Club of Kampala East.
The outgoing president, the immediate past president mentioned, he started a white cane project. The white cane is, if you know what that cane that the blind use to find direction or move, he had targeted to collect 100 white canes. We did some, I think we raised about 80 something. We shall complete this project and distribute these canes. We want to thank Lion Ivan Tendege for starting this cause, and we promise that it will be our first project this coming month. We have always supported children living with cancer, including renovating the outpatient ward.
Outside of being a Leo, I'm a hotelier as well, so I'm just very happy. Thank you so much. Thank you to our mother club. I am so happy to be a part of you, and I look forward to serving and working alongside our new incoming president and all the members of the Lions Club of Kampala East. Thank you.
Now, in a bid to empower young people to harness technology, creativity and entrepreneurship, Haifa International Uganda's launched the Ayute Africa Challenge Uganda Season 5, where youth will showcase different innovations that intend to solve real-world agricultural challenges.
That we've had over the period of time, but I love the fact that with a lot of work that has been done, not just ministries, departments and agencies, to turn around those statistics. Gone are the days when we say, oh, the biggest teenage pregnancy, oh, the highest poverty. One we are launching today, Ayute Africa Challenge, are very important.
We are not a business. So Makere established, we had to go solo.
Is it okay? Many people have talked about these things. Is it okay? Train young people, train farmers, organize them, etc. So we thought that integrating the energy of the young people and also ensuring that you introduce technology, one, will interest young people to get involved in agriculture, but also number two, it will enable us to make a leap as a continent. Is it okay? Because if you look at the amount of dollars we spend in importing food, Uganda, close to about $324 million spent on importing vegetable oil. Is it okay? Continent will spend close to over about $1 billion importing food. Wheat, the chapatis you eat and all that sort of stuff. Sending that money elsewhere means sending jobs. Is it okay? So that's why it doesn't surprise me that you have a number of you young people jumping on planes, going to do odd jobs in the Middle East.
Has the labor, the young people. But the young people must be what? Organized. So with the innovations we have, we need the young people to make us move. So for us in the sector of agriculture, we are happy to see that subsistence farmers are now moving to commercial agriculture. And that is what we need to advocate for more.
See, are we looking here?
Also, if you want to take a picture with this particular one here, our photo booth, or that entire place there, you can.
And that's it for today. Till the next episode.
Like a daily bando, like a daily bando, like a daily bando. Omuliro nguwulira muli mumutima kukankana like drums. Kalakata, kalakata, enendungu ya kusabula. Mikono tu, free of fire, free of fire, free of fire.
Makerere Institute for Social Development, a certified institution for higher learning, invites applicants for certificates and diploma courses like accounting and finance, procurement, journalism, tailoring and fashion design, with many other skills-tailored courses.
Our institution is compliant. First of all, it is recognized by National Council for Higher Education. We are certified. The registration number is UBD 187.
Tested and tried since 1995, Makerere Institute for Social Development is your solution when it comes to quality education.
You may apply for January, May, August intakes. Find us along Sir Apollo Kagwa Road, opposite Makerere University Sports Ground. Our tuition is affordable with the state-of-art facilities. Early birds stand a chance to grab themselves bursaries. MISD or Makerere Institute for Social Development, facilitating your career.
In a fast-moving world, why are we still stuck with paperwork? Signing here, stamping there, moving from office to office. It's exhausting. Now, there's a better way. With UG Pass, you can securely prove your identity, sign documents, and access government services anytime, anywhere. No delays, no stress. Everything is instant, safe, secure, and government-backed. UG Pass, your identity secured. Available in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. UG Pass is a product of NITA Uganda.
Welcome back from that small break. As we move ahead, government is working closely with non-government organizations to ensure that women leaders take the lead in creating positive change in refugee settlements. The senior settlement commandant in the office of the Prime Minister, John Bosco Sentamo, points out that the aim is to ensure that refugees do not only survive but they can as well thrive.
Under Shields, a 5-year advocacy and empowerment program aimed at increasing the participation of girls and young women in decision-making processes, especially for refugees and host communities. This is because women, particularly in refugee influence in communities. The Kingdom of Netherlands pledged to support the government of Uganda in addressing key interventions in refugees.
I'm called Awidi Isabella. I'm studying from Villa Maria School of Nursing. I've won a school fees with the MTN Momo. This school fees you win for a full year, which I'm very happy for it. I thank MTN Momo for helping me in paying my school fees.
We've paid all the fees for the year.
Thank you very much, because on Wednesday, the principal told me, look for my man and bring my man. I told her, no, I don't have man, and you have to wait until I get the money. But when I left our office, at 3, they called me that you've won the money from Momo. I said, how does it happen?
As long as you pay school fees using Momo, you stand a chance to win school fees for a year. Dial *165 *80# to win school fees for a year and more.
The Advocacy and Empowerment Program aimed at increasing the participation of girls and young women in decision-making processes, especially for refugees and host communities. This is because women, particularly in refugee settlements, continue to face barriers in leadership, economic opportunities, representation, and influence.
Achieving inclusive development therefore requires creating pathways for women to participate meaningfully in leadership and governance. Gender equality and social inclusion are not only women's issues, they are development and human rights imperatives. Inclusive leadership leads to better decisions, stronger communities, and more sustainable development outcomes.
With the humanitarian assistance, one inclusive national GBV and child protection system to prevent, mitigate risks, and respond to all forms of gender-based violences, violence against children, and family separations, self-reliance and resilience of refugees and host communities. And I think here Prospects is doing much in terms of...
Civil society organizations have therefore been urged to adhere to government priorities directed at addressing the needs of refugees and hosting communities.
We also have another framework, the IGAD policy framework on refugee management, and this is of 2023. And this provides specifically for gender responsive refugee registration, documentation.
Currently we are crying of livelihood. Can we assess what you are going to do in line with the country priorities? The country should have priorities, and whoever comes in our house should follow our priorities. It is us who know what refugees need to build their capacity to be self-reliant. So if you want an MOU, let's give you an MOU that will be in line, in tandem with self-reliance.
The Kingdom of Netherlands pledged to support the government of Uganda in addressing key interventions in refugee settlements.
Their families. If women thrive, their families thrive. So that for me personally is also an extra reason why I think we should focus on women leadership. Not saying that men don't let their children thrive, but the figures point out that in general women have their focus more on their kids and family. I think locally led development and ethical partnerships are important. They're important for the Netherlands as it ensures that local actors can take a larger and more independent role in pursuing development objectives. And this also enables refugees and host communities to speak up and participate in providing solutions to their issues and ensuring sustainability. And that is a lot of development talk and a lot of management speak. But basically, I don't think you can find any solutions if you don't involve the people it's about.
It is important that women are supported to lead change in refugee settlements.
And into the world of sports, the Teso region has concluded its inaugural Uganda Secondary School Sports Association Koko Championships, with top performing schools securing qualifications for the upcoming USA Ball Games 2 in Gulu district.
Serere Township Secondary School dominated the championship, emerging regional champions in both the boys and girls categories after defeating Labori Secondary School in thrilling finals.
I really love playing Koko very much since it was introduced to Uganda. At least it was our first time. We learned it very fast and we really enjoyed playing it. And according to my plans, I want to continue playing Koko if God wishes. I'm ready to go to India and challenge them since it's their home game.
A total of 12 boys teams and 7 girls teams participated in the historic inaugural edition of the competition at the regional level, highlighting the growing popularity of Koko sport in the region.
I want to tell the public outside there, Coco Uganda is determined to sell the game. And the most so what has attracted very many teams, Coco Uganda, at every level, they provide them with trophies.
The championship was high octane and climaxed with players, coaches and officials expressing optimism about the sport's rapid growth and pledged to prepare their teams for a strong performance at the national games.
I feel like playing Coco. It's an exciting game and I like it so much. Actually, in fact, it is in my blood.
I play Coco because I want our school to represent Serere district in nationals. And we hope next time to work hard so that we can perfect in our team.
4 girls teams and 5 boys teams have qualified to represent Teso region at the forthcoming Uganda Secondary School Sports Association Ball Games 2, scheduled to take place in Gulu district. The qualified teams include Serere Township SS, St. Elizabeth, Labori Seed, and Olio Seed.
And that's all we had time for. Thank you very much for allowing us into your space. My name is Patricia Lokoma Mpango. Have a wonderful weekend.